great news, Baylor Nation. Baylor women's basketball has landed a transfer from Ohio. I know Ohio this past year was not that good. I mean, 4-14 in their conference and 6-23 overall. But the player we got led the entire conference in the Mid American Conference, the MAC, in points per game this year. And Yaya Felder, she's a 5'8" guard. She has 2 more years of eligibility, up to, because we know WNBA is not likely. I mean, you can't go to WNBA unless you're turned 21. And she started 29 games this past year. 22 points per game, 5.1 rebounds per game, 4 assists per game, 2.2 steals per game, 0.3 blocks per game, 5.6 turnovers per game. 5.6, yeah. 45.4% from the field, 34.9% from the three-point line on 169 attempts, and 76.9% from the free throw line on 186 attempts and 3.3 fouls per game. The only issues I see are the fouls per game and the turnovers per game. That's the main issues I have. But I am not worried. It's going to be easier. One, she doesn't have to be the primary focus at the guard spot. Two, we got Jaden Owens. She'll be back. Sarah Andrews as well. And we got Dre Edwards and Asia Blackwell and Madison Bartley. So we are going to have a legit 8 in terms of 3 off the bench right away. With Yaya Felder, who could start if needed. And then you got to add Darion Lillard, Paige Buggs, and Bella Faunoy. And of course, that's just 7 and 8 right there. And Leticia Vasco-Nolona is that 6'7" center coming in. So, that would only help. And same thing goes for Kyle Abraham as well. It's not discounting Jenna Van Gineby because she might have to play some too. And same thing goes for Kyrie Ferreira. But I know recently that Jada Walker from Kentucky visited Baylor. I wonder if we're going to even land her now. If we do, man, then our depth is ridiculous. It would be straight up ridiculous in terms of scores and the thing is, the last 2 years, Jaden Owens and Sarah Andrews have dealt with some injury issues late in the season. Especially the last 2 years for Jaden Owens with a shin splints. And I know Sarah Andrews last year, not this past year, but the previous year, she had a wrist issue. So, and of course this past year she had a shoulder and all that. And we're going to have to wait and see what else happens in the offseason. But this is a positive sign. And if anything, we add maybe one more guard. After that, I think we are set as a team next year. Assuming there's nobody else leaving. So, just an FYI on this. It's definitely great news because we need another scorer from the perimeter who can defend. So, and she's a 5'8" guard. I know she's a smaller guard, but it adds depth. It's kind of like I said about Jada Walker from when she was visiting Baylor this morning. In terms of a video and all that. It helps in the depth. Anyways, if you like this content, like and subscribe and see you guys learn, find subscribers. We're on the road to it. Let's go.